Hey there, all you fine people. Hopefully you can hear me despite the wind. I thought we had spring coming, but apparently winter is still holding its grip on us. It's really windy actually. I don't know if you can see that, but take a look at the wind and the snow over there. It's actually quite a lot. I was planning to go down there because we have the ocean right there and it's really nice. I like to take walks in the ocean, so let's go into the forest instead. Why am I walking, you might ask yourself? Because most of these videos that I shoot I'm doing while I'm out walking. And the answer is real simple. You have to get out. You have to get moving. You can't just sit inside all day. And I'm sitting a lot of time indoors and I'm working in the office most of the days. And what's gonna end up happening is I get stuck there and I don't get out. So that's why I work out every day, and that's why I tend to get out, and I like to walk. And I think it's a nicer scenery for you as well to actually have these snowy scenes today instead of just having me in the office. But of course that's not what I want to talk to you about today. What I actually want to talk to you about is the time you spend working. I read a really good book maybe a year ago, almost a year ago at least, that is called The 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss. And he talks about optimizing your time, basically. He talks about freeing up time and working way less than you do today. And that really resonated with me because I can easily spend like maybe 10, 12, 15 hours a day in the office working, and that's not so healthy. And you don't get to meet your kids that much if you do that. So I got stuck in that loop. And I know for a fact that a lot of people get stuck in that loop as well, and maybe you too. So I found the book and I read it, and at the time I thought it was a really good book, but I didn't really implement any of the thinking in it, which was quite a shame because he has so much good thoughts in the book. But eventually I came around and I realized I can't work like this. I can't spend hours and hours like this. So I wanted to give you some suggestions on how you can do to actually work smarter. And it's all based, let's see if I can get through here first. It's all based from his book and my experience. And the first thing is, when you get up in the morning, make sure that you have a list of things that you need to get done. And we're not talking about a list like all the 500 things you need to do. We're talking about maybe the 2 or 3 most important things that you need to get done today. The critical things. The things that if you don't do those things, the day is gonna be a bad day and you're gonna be in trouble. So basically the most important things that if you only did those things, that was gonna be enough, and then you can call it a day. That's the first thing. The second thing is something that is called the 80-20 rule, and it ties into this quite well actually. And what the 80-20 rule means is that 80% of the work you do only generate 20% of your income. And then of course vice versa, 20% of your income, 80% of the work you do generate 20% of your income, and 20% of your income is only generated by 80% of the work. So you need to cut out the 80% that you do that isn't generating that much income. And that actually means firing some of your clients probably, and stop doing stuff that you're doing right now because it's not generating enough income. You need to focus on what actually moves the needle and what actually moves your business forward. And the most important resource that you have is your time. So you have to free that up by actually understanding what tasks that you do generate money. And the other tasks that you do that don't generate any money or very little money, you need to cut those out and focus on the ones that actually make you money. Obviously, because you need to make more money to free up more time to actually grow your team, because you need a team. Let's be clear, you need a team. So those 2 things, by making the list so you actually know what you need to do right now, and if you only did that or those 2 or 3 things today, that would be enough. Make sure you get a list so you know those 3 things and do them first thing in the morning. First thing, get up, do those 3 things. That way you can spend the rest of the day doing something else that is more important to you. Preferably hanging out with your family, friends, or kids or whatever. And then secondly, make sure that you take a look at what you actually do during the day and take the tasks away from yourself and stop doing things that only eat time and not generate money for you. And I actually ended up firing, but not continue to work with the several clients because I realized it took too much time for too little money. And that's important, that you actually understand that. So guys, hopefully that helps, and I'll hope you have a wonderful day. It's snowing here, and hopefully where you are, it's tropical, white beaches and palm trees. That's where I like to be, but I enjoyed the snow. So pretty here now. Take care everyone, and have a wonderful day. Just wanted to show you, it shifts pretty fast here. Now the sun is shining and it's nice and calm again. That's how it is living in an archipelago like we are in the Baltic Sea. That's how it shifts here. Fast between winter and spring.